So I'm working on sevens, Mark. Good morning. So I'm playing, just riffing on da 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 da. So 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 is what I'm counting. I'm counting sevens. 1 da 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 buggy digga digga da buggy digga digga ba. Digga digga da da bung ding da da buggy digga digga da. And I'm just using the C sharp minor pentatonic, you know. And it's one of my favorite sort of, I wanted to talk about this. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while now. And, good morning, Kevin. I know we've got Lewis and Clark in the production line. Other than that, what other songs do you guys want to work on? What have you been working on? Any ideas about stuff you want to see on the channel would be helpful for us here. So always be willing to share that stuff. You know, don't hesitate. I know some of you have, and you're still waiting for stuff. But if you have other things that low-hanging fruit in the interim, then we're all ears. Today I wanted to talk about some fingerstyling, and I don't know if you're familiar with a song called Sailing to Philadelphia. It's a remarkable, absolutely remarkable recording from the great Mark Knopfler and Mr. James Taylor. And we're going to look at the chord progression a little bit today and the fingerstyling approach. And the last half of, you know, probably the last, I would say 25% of the session this morning, we're going to reserve some time for that. But I started out just this morning. For some reason I've got sevens on my mind, and I wanted to just take a look at just sevens for a minute, so you too could start working on sevens in your morning ritual and your practice sessions. So I'm having a honeymoon with my classic vibe Squire Jaguar. Very cool. Unbelievable setup right off the floor. I can't seem to stop playing it. Wow, Mark, congratulations, man. That's just a beautiful. I have some friends who have that exact guitar, and he bought it thinking that it was just a, you know, he like bought it 5-6 years ago, and it's like doubled or tripled in value. I think he bought it used, and somehow he got it for like, I guess he got a deal on it, and he just is in love with the thing too. He says exactly the same. He's feeling the same way. Ames Stott, good morning. Hi again. Good morning. Glad to have you here. I'm thinking sevens this morning. I just got to get this out of my system before we go. I'm thinking C sharp minor, and we're all in tune and sort of ready to roll, I think. So I'm counting groups of twos and groups of threes. 1 2 1 2 1 2 ding 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 ding. You can see the metronome here. I've got the metronome running at 60 beats per minute, and every time we hear a click is a beat going by, and that beat is full up. It's full up with 7 attacks per, you know, 7 subdivisions per beat. So 1 2 1 2 1 2 bang ding ding bang ding ding, or we could 1 2 3 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 ba da da 1 2 ba da da ding da da bing da da bing da da, or 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2, and then it's just 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2. I don't do that one very much, where we have groups of twos, 3, and then 2. 1 2 1 2 T 1 2 1 2 1 2 T 1 2 1 2 1 2 T 1 2 ba da 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 da. There's what I do is every time we say 1, that's sort of like an accent in the beat, in the pulse of the beat. And so I'm just not playing every one of the 7 subdivisions of the beat, but I'm working on feeling those sevens. So 1 2 1 2 dun dun dun. So I'm just using minor pentatonic, C sharp minor pentatonic this morning. That's what I woke up doing, and I just want to get through this so we can let's see. Mr. Carey, Mr. Haas, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Quite a departure from 50s and 60s. Oh, yeah, very cool, man. All right. Good morning, Ames Thought. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Lex is here. I see Lex. Good morning, Mr. Carey. Good morning, Mr. G. Very cool, very cool. So 1, 2, 1, 2, bang it, dug it, dug it, dug it, dug it, dug it, got it, done it, got it, dug it, done it, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, done it. So the first thing I want to do is just get that groove going. So I've got that 7 in there. Anyway, so we're there. Let's go ahead and just get moving on the, we're just going to move away from the 7s and just start focusing on our morning ritual for our actual, honest to goodness, morning ritual for guitar growth. And if you're here and if you don't mind, you'd help me out a tremendous amount by just double tapping your screen and giving us a like. Smash that like button. We'll get started. Fingers 3 and 4 on 10 and 12, and here we go. So we're thinking 1 E and a 2 E and a D E and a 4 E and a, and then we're also thinking da 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 da. I'm thinking 7s over the, playing the 4s. So all of those subdivisions sort of like are running around all the time, all at once, right? So you can easily step between those. It takes a tremendous amount at least for a person like me, it takes a tremendous amount of practice and maintenance to be able to have access to all of those polyrhythms and subdivisions all at one time. So if I'm counting 1 E and a 1 2 T4, 1 2 T4, 1 2 T4, da 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 da. So or da 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 da. Instead, try to count 7s over the top of that. It takes a little practice. So let's go ahead and fingers 2 and 3, and we'll go ahead and just we'll try to be mindful of the stretch that's coming up, just to care for our own person. Super important that we care for ourselves as we go. Hey, J Music's in the house. You still around? I'm not sure if we've seen you before here, but welcome. Glad you're here. And we're just doing a little bit of housekeeping here, just smashing that like button. But the most important piece of all of this morning is just grab the guitar, play along, and just know that we'll be here all year long, every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Good Lord willing, of course. And this really is about warming up with the guitar and breathing with the guitar. also it's about control. It's about filtering only the thoughts that leave us here, present now, in the exact moment, right now. You know, we're trying to live in the now and just be present here. And you can, I mean, just that's what we're doing, just being present right here, right now. And just playing some guitar together. I mean, we're obviously not together, we're alone, but we're together. The live chat is a little piece of glue that binds us, you know? It's a good little thing to do. So let's take a look at where were we at. So we're doing 2 finger groups. We did these 2. Now let's do these 2. I think we'll do fingers. Let's do 2 and 4, and then 1 and 3. So 9 and 12, fingers 2 and 4. Here we go. Yeah, just making it happen. You know, if you walk through any job site USA, you know, what's going on today? Oh, living the dream. Just living the dream. You know, we're living the dream. Every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we wake up to the guitar in hand, and we are living the dream. I mean, it's hard to imagine, you know, but we are doing this together, and it's an amazing time, and it's still. I have to admit, I still get excited every morning to get down here into the shop and get with my guitar. It's like, for me, even on the days I don't want to be doing this, I still enjoy doing this, you know. Even the days where life has thrown all of these other things at me, it's like, throwing garbage at the garbage wall, and it's all sticking and it's all looking like garbage, and then I get with the guitar, and I know this is true. As soon as we spend any time with the guitar, regardless of how we feel about approaching it, as soon as we sit down with the guitar, it's like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm supposed to be doing this. I am called. I have been called to do this for some reason, you know, and it just does not get boring. And I think it has a lot to do with the range of the instrument, you know, and the portability of the instrument, the ease of access. It's come to us down through antiquity, you know, and it's made it all this way through the human story. And the guitar just keeps getting better and better. So the last 2 fingers that we need to use are these 2 outside fingers, fingers 1 and finger 4, index pinky on fret 7 and 12 will do the old stretch-a-rooney. So 1 E and a 2, and you know what to do. Don't forget to breathe. think it's time for a stretch though. My arm's definitely feeling it. Thank you very much, Azzy. John Carey, good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? I see you here. Welcome, I'll see you soon. So we've got this really straight elbow, gotta stretch, gotta breathe. Now we're going to take a minute and just be quiet for a moment, and you do what you want. You know, I guess people say nowadays is you do you. I don't need people to tell me to do me, because I'm just going to do me irregardless of the extrinsic permissions. Not really necessary. But I appreciate you thinking that you need to tell me that, I guess. But don't bother. Don't need it. All right, so we've got this nice forearm stretch. It's super easy, super simple, but the most complicated piece of this is remembering to breathe every time. So and I'm also counting 4 bars each way. 4, so 1, 2, T, 4. Did Robbie jump on? Good morning, Robbie. And I see another name that I can't pronounce. I see characters, I think. Is that what's going on? Oh, Limar. Good morning. This is just a popping off this morning. So I definitely appreciate you all contributing to the live chat. This is great. You know, if you're here and you feel compelled to, double tap the screen or smash the like button, and that's doing me a huge favor. Just a simple thing that we definitely appreciate. And I'm doing 4 bars here as well. 3, 4, measure 2, T, fo, and then T, 2, T, fo, and then measure fo, 2, T, fo. And that's a good place to be stretching. I'm going to roll my shoulders up here a little bit too, get my back sort of straighten out my back, get all of that stuff sort of aligned, because we're just having a ton of fun this morning. And whoop, here they kind of left, I guess. Let's go ahead and remain festive. You know, we are spending the morning together playing the guitar. Hopefully you have your guitar in hand. We started with fingers 2 and 3 and 4, 2 and 3, 1 and 2. We moved to excuse and moi, you would play 2 and 4 and 1 and 3, and then we did 1 and 4. We did all of those finger independence exercises. We're going to 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, and then we're finally going to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the stretches both ways. So we've got a little more work to do. I think we can get there by the top of the hour. So stick around. 1, 2, here we go. I've got the metronome dialed up at 60 beats per minute for us. So, you know, the click is here for you. It's really here for me. This is my morning ritual for guitar growth. This is part of my plan. You can visit jasoncareyguitar.com and go download the free 5x5, the PDF for guitar growth. It's yours free. It's there for you. I know you want it. I know you need that. If you're like me, you need that kind of thing. You want to go through it. It breaks everything down. It breaks the guitar down into a very simple, approachable, and maintainable program. So you can go get it now, quick while it's fresh in your mind. And jasoncareyguitar.com, it's right there for you. Just go ahead and get it, it's free. And we'll see you over there anyway. But we're doing fingers 2 and 3 and 4, and everything's feeling great. We started this morning with a little bit of 7 subdivision, so we did 7 attacks per beat. We were working on just playing like these minor pentatonic riffs with a 7 subdivision, and that was a great thing. I wouldn't have done it, but I woke up feeling 7s for some reason this morning, and I wanted to just try to get that out of my system before we committed to the warm-up. And now we're fully engaged in the warm-up, moving to fingers 1 and 2 and 3, 2 E and a T E and a go. And we're moving right along, and hopefully you have your guitar in hand. I want you to know you do not need to maintain the speed and the tempo that I'm using. As long as you're going through the motions with me, we can play this together and you can grow with me and grow into it. I'm just going to keep talking about it like we've been talking about this for our entire lives together. And you can watch my picking hand. You can watch my fretting hand. And then you can take that information that you're absorbing and apply it to your own practice, your own guitar practices. Good morning, John. Mr. Chris Manick. Mr. Chris Manick, good morning. Thank you for being here. Sounds like a Seinfeld episode. Man, I used to love Seinfeld. We've watched all of the seasons, episode by episode, seen them all, nearly memorized some, but I really do. I really think there are moments of genius in American pop culture, and I think there were several moments in those programs. All right, just working through the old 1, 2, 3s, and then fingers 1, 2, 4. Here we go, 3-finger group still. 1, 2, 4, 9, 10, 12. Go. And we're still working 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, T4, 1, 2, T4. 4 attacks per beat. The beat being, of course, at 60 beats per minute. And we're working our way down to position number 1. And this is just going very well. I think we've got Wayne McFarlane. Mr. McFarlane, good morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Great, good morning, Jason. Great to be here. Warm up is making magic. Oh man, it's just so pleasant to be able to share any time with other guitar practitioners who take what we do, seriously, and we want to push the envelope for certain and reach our full the prophecy of our potential, but we don't want to take it too seriously. I mean, we can be serious at the same time. We can be joyful and really enjoy. But I know it's serious sometimes, and we want to observe those moments of seriousness as well. So we've done all of the 2, 3-finger groupings. We just did, what do we do? Fingers 1 and 2 and 4. Now we're doing 1 and 3 and 4. And 2E and a TE and a 4E, go. And we're just doing all of the work that is necessary to build ourselves back up to 4-finger capacity. So usually by 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, we've graduated back to becoming 4-fingered guitar players again. But in the off chance that you saw off one of your fingers with a chop saw, and some of you know my story, you want to keep playing the guitar. And so that's why we just practice fingering independence with each finger grouping, and we do all of these permutations and subdivisions rhythmically. Principally, we'll focus on 4 attacks per beat, but we do all of this to inform our guitar practice so that one day we might be able to translate what's in our mind for a musical thought. We might be able to instantaneously translate that to our fret hand, our pick hand, and onto our guitar fretboards. And that dexterity, the ability to move across the guitar neck with confidence is super important, it's super comforting, and so we'll continue to work in that direction. And you know why we're doing it, because it makes us makes the world a better place. So fingers, we did all 3 finger groups. Now we're moving to 4 fingers, and this is our welcome. We're just before the top of the hour. Top of the hour, we're going to stretch together. 1 E and a 2, 1 and go. 9, 10, 11, 12. Here we go, just being quiet now. Focusing a little bit on breathing. Alex Jeffrey, Mr. Jeffrey, what have I walked into here? Oh, that's Alex Jeffrey, that's a great question. You know, I really appreciate you being here. Lamar, thank you very kindly for the promotion here. That's great. I don't always get to the live chat, but when I do, I really like to go down through as much of it as I can. So, Mr. Jeffrey, if you are a guitar practitioner, this could be good news for you. It could be, you know, it could, if it aligns with you, what I'm doing is I'm literally walking through my morning ritual for guitar growth. I've been doing this since the beginning of January, and the intention is to be here all year 2025 at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time every weekday morning, and then literally walk through my guitar, my warm-up program, which is different than my practicing program. If you've been sticking around, you'll know that I view warming up as a whole. It's a different systemic tool than I do practicing, right? So warming up is the thing, we're in the world of the known, and we're trying to absorb little things, bring it into, you know, waking up together with the guitar, waking up the fingers, waking up the spirit a little bit, not to sound too hokey, but that's what we're doing. And then what we do is practice all of these permutations, all of these little jams that we could get ourselves into. You know, we could get up the creek and realize we don't have a paddle, but then I realize, you know, oh, I've got my Martin DX2E and I can use it as a paddle. You know, I want to have the tools that I need to get into and out of wilderness situations. I want, you know, and that wilderness is the melody for me. That wilderness can be melody for me, so, or a musical expression or musical experience. So this is just a way for me to warm up the tools that I'm going to develop over the span of a day. But this is getting my mind right. It's getting my body adjusted to good posture, guitar posture. Every 15 minutes I try to break and stretch. And I focus on breathing, and I focus on finger permutations. And right now we've graduated from 2 finger groups to 3 finger groups to 4 finger groups. And now I'm working on some finger rolling, you know, with a 4 finger stretch. I'm really trying to stick to the metronome. I'm trying to maintain that stick-to-itiveness that we can all enjoy and watch sort of the continuum carry on. It's good to memorize a big chunk of this, right? It's great to memorize. But as we go, we're adding new things to our warm-up routine, our morning ritual. And you can sense from what I've labeled this as the morning ritual, this is just a way to ceremonialize, I'm not even sure if that's to ritualize or provide ceremony or repetition, so we know what's coming, we know what kind of reverence with which we approach this morning. And then that's always, you know, making a joyful noise and being aware of our breath, our posture, our tuning, and our bodies and minds and spirits, and then so that we grow as a singular person, and then as a guitar practitioner to benefit our own person, our Lord, and then our families, and then out into the communities in which we live and serve. And just we're building up this system through which we can improve our musical communication and then the world around us. So at large, that's largely what's going on. But the real story is, like, let's do the kickstand here. So we're on fingers 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. This time I'm just reaching back for 8, 10, 11, and 12. Then we'll take a stretch. And T, E, and a 4. But the real story is, I've never seen what it looks like. Practice or guitar warm-ups I've never seen guitar warm-ups be glorified before. So I just wanted to take a moment, about a year, about 260 hours on the internet, and just promote warming up with the guitar and how it's very personal and it's very rare that we promote these personal. It's easy to talk about it, it's less easy to do the thing. So I made a commitment to illustrate what it means to go from the beginning of the year. I'll take that video that we did at the beginning of the very first video that we did, which was actually a little bit before 2025, and a month before or whatever, maybe a little longer than that. And then I'm going to take the last video that we do at the end of this year, and I'm going to use a rubric, or use we've got a system where we'll grade the 2 videos, and we'll see how much progress we've made. What have we done? What have we gained by practicing 260 hours? Because I'm here every weekday morning for an hour. That translates to about 260 hours a year. What does it look like? Where did I come from the first video? Do my techniques look better? Did I benefit from the ritual for my posture, my attitude? Where did we come from and where did we go? So I wanted to capture that longitudinal data, like to see if 260 hours of guitar time actually improves our situation. So that's really the goal. Is I've never seen it done. I've never seen, hey, I've had teachers tell me to warm up, and I've told countless hundreds of students that warming up is really important, but I've never really seen what happens when you commit to practicing warming up 260 hours a year. And so we're going to find out what exactly that does. And I get so excited thinking about the outcome and trajectory of that. Hey Mark, I see that you're just taking off, and I hope that you have a super day, brother. And hey Psycho, what's going on? Is that what we call you? PH Psycho? Which is better, finger pick or with a pick? Well, good question. If you're still here, we're going to talk about that today. We're actually talking about, at the last 15 minutes, so another 10 minutes from now, we're going to start breaking away from our morning ritual for guitar growth, the warm-up patterns, and we're going to start working in real time some fingerstyling, and we're going to find out that there are some things that we can do with fingerstyle that we cannot do with a pick, and then there are some things that we can do with a pick that we cannot do with fingerstyle. So it's a good idea, if you're asking those questions, the answer for me was always, I want to learn proficiencies in both, and then I can decide how far I want to take each one and where I want to allocate my time to the improvement of plectrum and the improvement of fingerstyle. So they're 2 completely different schools of thought, but they dovetail nicely. If you wanted to become a specialist in each, you have plenty of time to do it. I would recommend both, Great question, man. So where are we going? Let's take a look at minor 7, minor pentatonic. We'll just be because we've been on a pentatonic kick a little bit lately, we're going to continue working this. We also have these triadic arpeggios that we need to maintain, so we have to find time for all of these things somehow. And if we only have an hour, we can't possibly practice everything that we need, or warm up with everything we need to do in the span of 1 hour. So we need to start doing cyclical sequencing, where we have Monday is this, Tuesday is this, there's, Wednesday, and then we have the synthesis of how do we maintain all of these things, right? But today we're going to work through the minor pentatonic shape. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, T4, and then we'll go ahead and do shape number. This is shape number 1. We'll do shape number 2, shape number 3, shape number 4, and shape number 5, and then we'll go ahead and start knocking off. We're going to take a look at fingerstyling or fingerpicking, the great song and arrangement from Mr. Mark Knopfler and Mr. James Taylor, that beautiful duo of Sailing to Philadelphia. So if you haven't heard that song and you'd like to hear it before we get started, you have about 5 minutes to go find it on YouTube. Give it a listen, come back. By 8:15 we'll be working on that. So don't forget to come back, because it will be something you want to check out. If you want to join us and you stick around for the pentatonic practice here, you're more than welcome to do that too. Highly recommended that we do that, because you can go back and listen to Sailing to Philadelphia. One of the things I do appreciate though is the listening to the thing, listening to the model. So for example, let's do fingers, the shape 2, we'll get that going, and then I'll keep talking. And then listening to the model of the song, the recorded model of the song, helps us to develop an appreciation for what it is we're learning. So, if we try to learn something without having listened to it before, it doesn't really mean the same thing, and then that's all the Pestalozzian principle, the thing before the sign and all that stuff. But we gotta do the listening first. So I definitely appreciate it if you take off and go listen and come back. So I totally understand that, totally appreciate it. It's what I would do probably. But Sailing to Philadelphia, I would get to know the song. It's just such a beautiful guitar song, and a beautiful duet in every sense of the word. Just a beautiful song. And we're going to be talking about how to approach that fingerstyle this morning. Really easy chords, super low barrier for entry. Sounds complicated, but it's not. So let's go ahead and get shape number 3 going. So 1, 2, 3. I'll use this one for here. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Stretch finger 1 back, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3. You'll see what's going on, and then just slowly just sort of pick it up on your own. If it's a shape for you that's new, just keep an eye on what I'm doing. You can see my first fingers, I've got 1 and 3, and then when I hit the G string, the first finger stretches back. There's also another way to play this shape, which I like to use my 4th finger on the D string, but that means that I only have 1 note on the G string. So it's a good idea to know how to play this both ways. So I'll illustrate both ways to the best of my ability. After this we have shape number 4 coming up, and then shape number 5, and this is all part of the pentatonic palace. You can take a look at I think it's my community page, my community tab, my posts. I have a link directly to a PDF binder that's loaded with some great, it's like a 6-page binder for pentatonics, and it's free. So I would recommend getting it if you can. If you don't have it yet, go ahead and grab it. see what we got. There we go. Just fooling around here. So we've got shape number 4. Shape number 4, here we go. This is sort of part of the A minor pentatonic, you know, or the A minor 7 shape, you know. Get through all of these pentatonic shapes, and then we have another couple of minutes, 4 minutes, and we can do all of them. We'll get back up from here and then use shape number 5. Oops, I've got to pay attention a little bit here because I'm confusing shapes 4 and 5, which is okay because it just sounds like altered forms of pentatonics, and that's okay too if you know what you're doing and you wanted to play alternate notes that are outside the scope of the pentatonic system. Cool enough, you know. More power to you, you know. All right, so fingers 2 4 2 4 1 4 1 4 2 4 2 4 2 T and go. Shape number 5. I mean, you do whatever you want. You don't need my permission to not breathe, you know. If you want to not breathe, then go ahead and do what you want to do. You don't need my permission for any of it. But I'm just reminding myself to breathe. Breathe, Jason. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Straighten out that back, Jason. Maintain good quality form, and the form will maintain you. Let the jackhammer do the work, Kevin, right? You know, just let the hammer do the work. All right, we've got one more stretch and then we're off and running with the Sailing to Philadelphia. So if you've gone away to listen to that song, it's about time to come back and we'll get started on that song together. So here's the stretch: 3 2 3 4, and then measure 4 2 T, and then bo, and then here we go, just nice and easy, breathing in. Okay. Hey, Mark. Wow, that was an amazing song. Best career move James Taylor ever made was working with Mark Knopfler. They sound great together, and their picking styles are sublime. Dude, the guitar tone, it just is enough to make a grown man cry. Like the little guitar solos that Mr. Knopfler does at the end of the. I mean, come on, man! It's amazing. It is just an amazing recording. And I used to play this tune with some dear friends of mine, and he's a wonderful music. The singer is just a wonderfully accomplished musician. But it was never Mark Knopfler and James Taylor, Mr. Taylor. You know, what a duet. I'm glad you got a chance to hear the song, Mark. And thank you for sharing what you thought about it. going to turn off the metronome now because we really wanted to talk about this. These fingerstyle techniques are you know, really important and second to none. Really, these finger styling techniques are so important to guitar players of so many different genre of approaches to the instrument. Super important. But I like to play these chords, and I like to make it as simple as I can. So I'm starting with F sharp minor 7, fret 2 on the low. Let's go ahead and just do this over here so you can see what's going on with the fret hand. Now the fret hand has us just, you know, fretting 2 on the low E string. I'm skipping over the A string, going directly to the 2 middle strings on fret 2 on the D string and fret 2 on the G string, and then open B and open high E. High E. I know, it's just one of those things that I've been doing for years. So we have the first chord, and then the A sus2 is right there. We don't need to do anything. Just take the second finger off the low E string. Don't play the low E string. Play the A string, and then you have, you know, thumb, index, middle, and ring fingers, which are is kind of standard for this kind of finger style. And what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to establish that bass note and then alternate bass note pattern in the picking hand. And for the F sharp minor 7, we're using the same D string as the alternated bass. Even though I'm playing for the A sus2, I'm playing the root and then the 5th and then the root and then the 5th, or the A and then the D string and then the A and then the D string. But when I start, they call me Tron, da 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 da, da 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 da. All right, we'll get into the other chords in a second. But that F sharp minor 7 has us moving from the bass note up to the flatted 7th. Here's the melody. So if we have this root note, so could we figure out where that first melody is? Here's the octave, and then down flat 7. So look at that, F minor, F sharp minor pentatonic. I'll be darned. So we've got this really nice alternating thumb pattern between the thumb, or between the root note, F sharp, and then the D string, fret 2. Now, while I'm staying right here on the F sharp minor 7, I'm going to share with you what exactly it is that I'm doing over here. Excuse me. Oh, let's get that back stretched out. I'm going to share with you a little bit about what's going on with my picking hand. So keep in mind, I'm not moving anything over here. F sharp minor remains. F sharp minor 7, add 11 remains. We're going to talk about that. We have the F sharp, which is the root. The E, which is the flat 7, fret 2 on the D, a G as well, which is flat 3, the 4 or the 11, and then the E open, B open, E. Those are both the flat, the 4 and or the E11 and the flat 7. All right, so we're taking a look at sort of index, middle, and ring fingers have been assigned now to the top 3 strings, haven't they? So we're thinking about not rest strokes, because then we wouldn't be able to be responsive to getting the heck out of the way. Oh, by the way, if you are still here and you haven't double tapped the viewport or smashed that like button yet, I definitely would appreciate it if you did that. But no harm, no foul if you do or don't. Cool, we're gonna just keep on anyway. So we've got this really nice alternating bass note with the thumb, and then whilst the index, middle, and ring fingers will pluck and return to 0, pluck, return to 0, pluck, return to 0. Now you could use all of these patterns here, or you could use a forward roll, you could use a reverse roll, you could use a forward into a reverse roll. You could also use, you know, the index, the ring, and then the middle, or the middle. You have all of these patterns that really need practicing. You know, but this is, fortunately for us, this is much easier. I did not expect to get a lesson at 8:20 in the morning. Oh, hey, Mr. Smith, how are you doing this morning? But this is just super easy. It's F sharp minor 7, 2 on the low E, skip the A, 2 on the D, 2 on the G, open B, open high E. This is what I do every morning, Mr. Smith. I do this every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. This is the tail end of my morning ritual for guitar growth. So if you would like to warm up on the guitar with us in the morning, you are more than welcome to join us. It's free, happens for the entire year of 2025. And if you join us again, you can learn a little bit more about why it is I'm doing this and to what extent we're going to continue. So you're more than welcome to hang out. So we're using the, yeah, I like that, Kevin. Always expect the unexpected. So we've got this nice thumb moving back and forth between the bass note and the flatted 7. So it could be just thumb. We start with a thumb. Thumb goes up to the alternating bass tone. And then that initiates our first forward roll. That forward roll happens in accordance with the continuum of the moving bass note, the bass line. So one time through the pattern is thumb, thumb index, thumb, middle, thumb, ring, thumb, 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 index, thumb, middle. So take a look. So the first half of the pattern is thumb moves around. It still does both. It does the thumb, the root, and then the flat 7. And then we continue along with the forward roll, which is offset from the thumb notes being delivered. And then it basically resets again. But instead of going to the middle, the pinky or the ring finger here, the second time around we go up to, back to the index finger, to the place from whence we came, put it that way. So it starts forward roll, and then return back to the place from whence we came. And you could alternate that picking pattern any way you see fit, right? Are you related to Danny? Danny, I am related to a Danny, yeah. Are you talking, I'm not sure, Jim, are you talking to me? So you can see how the finger picking pattern da 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 oh, there it is. That's why we were talking about sevens this morning. Remember how we started out with C sharp minor pentatonic and we were thinking sevens. So that's how we got here, I guess, right? So you can go back to the front of the session if you want. All of these videos, these live sessions are recorded and they become available on demand. The live chat is kept intact, so this live chat will remain. So you guys will live on. If you're contributing to the live chat, you will live on in infamy and you will be eternally famous. So I appreciate you being part of the program. Nice mood you're setting up here, brother. Hey, Jim, thank you. And Tool is Tool. It's like 8:30 in the morning, and I'll tell you what, I'm ready to run right through a brick wall. Yeah, just love those guys. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and maybe we'll see. With any luck, good Lord willing, we'll see you again tomorrow. I'm just going to wait for our moderator, Kevin. He's got a blue wrench here, so if you don't mind thanking Mr. Haas for being here to keep the chat maintained. He's been here almost every session, like I'm going to say nearly almost every session this whole year, and he's done a really great job sort of like keeping the chat light and lively, responding to people, and just being there. And that is such a special piece, and I wanted to thank Kevin Haas, again, Mr. Blue Wrench here, for being here and being a backbone of this experience. So, hey Jill, good morning. Good morning, Tiger. So it's good. Guitar building Tiger here. This is you wait. You'll start hearing more from Jill. She's got guitars that she's pumping out and just building these beautiful pieces of art that you can actually play. I guess I haven't played one yet, but I hope to one day. And I'm sure I will one day. Yeah, I'm sure. But everybody, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for sending the love to our brother Kevin here. And with that, I'm going to leave you for the day because I know your time is irreplaceable and you've got other things to get on to. But we'll see you again tomorrow. Until we meet again, I wish you happy picking. I do.